Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his first pass is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nakobe Dean drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground here at Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the 30 on second down, Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. He's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
19 right. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll send Brown in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Brought down at the 20. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Grant Calcaterra from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 7, Vikings 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action. Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 36, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 51 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. First down, here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins on first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Cousins will try and throw. Flush to his right, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And the forward there on a 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise they're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Hurts will throw. That is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well field across the 45. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, Cousins. Being chased out left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Room here to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Vikings 11. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of it.
And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
77. 60.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On first down, Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a care, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
19 driver. Oregon 17. Go quick. Green alert. Check. Trap 60.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards.
And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 29, Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 Lehman.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Really behind the last play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Vikings.
K.J. Osborne,
28 yards.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Eagles, nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And the tight end goes in motion left.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. First down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fourth down, Cousins.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action now, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Steps away to his left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Madden. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Joseph now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here we go.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the 29, Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where the set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. In motion goes the tight end.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Panther 11, Buffalo 18.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
19 right. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
65 yards. 65 yards. Let's go 19. Hurt. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Hurts.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down. Cook.
141 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
We talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Come pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
145 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing, Cousins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins now. Sliding out of the pocket.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. He's got a man. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
K.J. Osborne,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's got a man. Complete. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. That is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down for incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Cousins on 4th down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Down to about the 22 here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send Brown in motion right. From the 22, Hurts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Throwing is Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, here's Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There's a lead on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, probably guaranteed they approach this one with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again. That could be the backbreaker. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Going deep here for Watkins. It got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
Let's go now. Let me ring. Let me ring.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Cousins to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Sets up to throw it. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. And this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Cousins. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
He had already had an interception earlier. Now Charleston says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready? Drop 50.
Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I own it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy, ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Taken from about the 12.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action with Hurts. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's Sanders. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. Want to bring up 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 22. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Okay, break. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. No street. 19 Lion.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
19 tight, 19 tight. 65 yards, 65 yards.
They'll look to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a carry for Sanders. And some room to run now. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They go play fake. Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with the pick. The Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he got until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Slot man moves right. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles go down for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Mahomes now to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this would make perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Hurts. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. In motion comes the tight end left. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and run it, you've got another thing coming.
So the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Slot man moves right. Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing in setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
79 Broncos. Back in 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he's got some space. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, 68 yards. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Tap 50, tap 50. Tap, check. 3, 18, pioneer. Panther 11.
On first down, Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A higher scoring game.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top, ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me, tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to maneuver. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Hold the shape. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Smith, the man in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown!
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Pushes past him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion left goes Smith. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties with big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. They came through a big-time pick six.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, offenses tell us before a game they will end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Being chased out left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many of that department for me.
This drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
In motion right is Smith.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Steps away to it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 17, Mahomes, screen play, McKinnon. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Room here to run. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carrying the ball just 5 times.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run at Sanders and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. Well, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive. The 2 incompletion sets.
They go play action with Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Set it back at the 38. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now they'll empty out the backfield.
Hurts.
this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes going to throw it here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown this late in the game should all but be the dagger.
We never want to say that a game is over, but it certainly feels that way. That final touchdown seems to have created enough room for them to start celebrating.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
As most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the chips. And you dessert on top of that, right? You say, hey, the free play. What you need and go and get a little more on top. I like it.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, points. That's why defending the home field is vital.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mahomes going to throw. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Williams, a man in motion right. They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
28 yards.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator, because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage. He expected to draw it to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Taken at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st and 10, Herbert buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They go play fake. Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again.
Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man, complete. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
But so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
We are going to do this. We got this.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fields this way up at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
first down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The center receiver in motion to the right. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push him back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. 43. 43. Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do to keep this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game. Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw. On the move to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. And the offense will get this one back. Well, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back. He's trying here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Finding Allen. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And able to get this to the 31.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.